All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. Now the return, Rashad Green. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go, let's go. 372.
Bortles now on first down. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
On second down, here's Bortles. Fournette, first down, still going. And get that to Fournette, complete. And down to the 27-yard line. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. On first down, Bortles steps away to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 16 yards there, 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. Now he's flushed out right. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now Bortles. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Trying a little razzle-dazzle on third and short. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And Lambo will put this one through, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. No gain on the play there. Second down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Let's go! 38!
Kaiser now on second down. Forced out to his left. Even with that broken tackle, can't get very far. Stops short of the 30. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! What? 9!
On third down, Kaiser. To eat this one as down he goes. Telvin Smith in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. The Redskins send out their punter. Back deep, Rashad Green. Taken in at the 22. Green able to dance free. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Fournette, a first down carry. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing is Bortles. Dumps it off to Fournette. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third.
Green 80.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. He's going to air one out. Incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Kaiser now. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a carry for Pirine. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Kaiser to throw it. This one caught by Crowder. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Ohio! Ohio! Hey!
Here's Pirine. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
To throw, Kaiser. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
Flex round! Flex round!
From the gun, Kaiser. Kaiser hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Bortles now on first down. Completes it to Lee. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
Sunday.
On first and 10, here's Bortles. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Lucy.
Shotgun now for Bortles. Throw left side complete. That's Lee. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. He's at the 50. 30. The 20. 10. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. Now remember, this is the number 1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Jags. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
A throw left side complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Flush to his right. He's got the hook up to Lee. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From the gun, it's Bortles. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Matt Ioannidis in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Green 80. Green 80.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They will face a 2nd and 9 now following the penalty.
Green 80. Green 80. All go. Right 50. Hey, spread right.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he stopped immediately there.
Here we go.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. From midfield, here's Bortles.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over. And how about this, a fake? And this is caught. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. Wasn't a ton of space, but a great move. He's able to work it to the 20-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Marshall now, the return. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Second down, Kaiser. Dancing to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Barry Church.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
372.
Bortles now to throw. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Bortles to the former Jet, Safarian Jenkins for the Jags' first down. To throw is Bortles. Flushed out right. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Lucy. 372.
Now Bortles. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here we go.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Marshall now, the return. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Dante Fowler in there to get him. And that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. They'll run it here with Pirine. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Marshall now, the return. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, but make it the 40-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Flex round! Flex round!
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Flush to his right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down.
Flex round! Flex round!
Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's McKenzie. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 at the 19. Now a former Seminole. This is Chris Thompson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
2nd and goal from the 1. They come out here in the I. They get it to him running left. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. Well, they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. They'll go to P-Ryan, trying to pound it in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Josh Jones in on the stop.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
380. Omaha. 11.
Bortles going to try and throw on 3rd down. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Bortles on the give to Fournette. And some space here. Fournette fighting through. Just bowling over tacklers. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Bortles now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Rolling to his left. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. Out of the backfield, it's T.J. Yeldon. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one good for 21 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. So out now come the Redskins. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a 2nd down throw for Kaiser. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Calais Campbell. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now Kaiser. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Pirine. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Let's go! 190!
Kaiser now on 2nd down. This one caught by Crowder. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Back now in Jacksonville. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll throw here. Kaiser. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now they try the right side here. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. From the gun, Kaiser. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Jay Gruden's guys unable to convert on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll run again with Pirine. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Kaiser. And he finds a man on a crossing route. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here we go.
Here's Kaiser. He'll drop it off to Pirine, complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. Well, we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Again, here's Pirine. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this.
Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
And they'll run it here. He will push his way down to about the 14. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They toss to P-Ryan, and the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The Redskins on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd down and 12. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
He finds some open field here. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Back to throw. Dumps it off to Fournette. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he could vault himself right into the #1 spot.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Washington, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.